Hi everyone, so today is going to be a bit of a different video as you can see from the title. So I'm just chilling out, hair back in my pajamas already, and I was watching some of my subscribers' videos when I came across one from a girl named Sonia. Her link will be down there because I think her name is just like a bunch of different letters or her initials or something. So I was watching her video and it was about cheerleading and her cheerleading tryouts and her jumps and how she needs help and recommendations. So I am going to post this, I'm going to send her this link so that she can view the video and hopefully get some use out of it. So Sonia, this is for you and any of my other cheerleading subscribers. This is also for you as well. So I am a cheerleader at my high school. So I'm just going to go over like some basic tryout tips, things that you want to work on to make sure that you like get them perfect if you can't do, say, tumbling or if your jumps aren't good. And I'm going to show you some stretches that we have to do for practice. So the first thing is for tryouts, you want to make sure that your hair is back, that you don't have any flyaways, but you don't want like a huge headband on. You just want to try and make sure that if you have naturally curly hair, maybe you want to straighten your hair just so that it's easier to manage and it just looks a little bit nicer for tryouts and for clinic days, because most people do have clinics. You have clinics all week and then the last day is your actual tryout. So you just want your hair to always be out. Bring extra ponytails, but don't keep them on you. You don't want any jewelry if you can help it. If you have like a new piercing in your ear, see if the coaches will let you wear a band-aid over it, because I know that new piercings, you're not supposed to take them out even for, a couple hours. So just check and see if it's okay first, but you really don't want to wear anything. No rings, belly rings, necklaces, earrings, facial piercings, definitely a big no. During the season, they most likely will not let you have facial piercings. No like hair ties, no ankle bracelets, nothing. Now apparel, for my school it was mandatory that you wore either navy or red Sophies with a white t-shirt. And cheer shoes, if you don't have cheer shoes, wear tennis shoes, but you don't want to wear anything like Converse or ballet flats or Toms, anything like that. You really want to try and stick cheerleading shoes or running shoes or tennis shoes or whatever. So yeah, and if you have bloomers, wear bloomers, ladies. Nobody wants to see your pretty underwear, whatever. Just wear your bloomers under your Sophies. If you don't have them, it's okay. It's totally fine. You don't need them. They're not mandatory in most schools, but you might just want to have them for extra, just like extra protection, I guess. Don't roll your Sophies a million times. Nobody wants to see like how much of your legs you can show. Like roll it once, twice at the most, but nobody wants your whole butt to be hanging out. Also, try to opt for a white t-shirt. That way, and a white sports bra. Like you don't want like to wear a white t-shirt with like a bright yellow sports bra, because that's really distracting during not only clinics, because they're most likely going to be judging during the clinics, but also especially during judging, because you're probably going to go in to judging in small groups of like 3 to 5 girls. That's what we did. So now I'm going to tell you guys like what I did for mine. I had to wear, I wore blue navy Sophies with navy bloomers and a white t-shirt with a white sports bra. And I had my number like right about here. My hair was pulled back, it was straight, there were no like flyaways or anything. I had no jewelry on. You really don't want to wear a ton of makeup because they probably want to see what you look like naturally. I did have on my foundation from the morning, which probably wore off anyway, but I did just conceal around my nose and under my eyes just to make myself look a little bit brighter, and I had on 1 to 2 coats of mascara, and that was it. Let's see. You really want to have, like, always bring 2 pairs of everything, because somebody may not have, like, a pair of socks that need a pair of socks, and chances are if you, like, lend them a pair of socks, they're probably going to lend you back if you need them too. So always bring extra, definitely bring extra hair ties, bring your own hairbrush, bring water, like just keep it all into a bag, like keep it with your school stuff if you can. Now if you can tumble, definitely show them that you can tumble. They'll probably give you a day when you can do this. Also, let's see, when you do your motions, you want to be really sharp. Like, you don't want to be like, okay, I'm going to show you guys like my one of the chants and one of the cheers that I did, so that I can show you like the difference between like good and bad. So, can't really. Alright, so this is going to be a toe touch. Alright, so here's one of our chants that we had to do. D-E-F-E-N-S-E, defense, Wildcats, defense. So the difference between a chant and a cheer is that a chant you typically repeat 3 times and then you finish with a clean. And a cheer you only say 1 time, and it typically has a jump somewhere in the middle of it. Alright. So that was, you know, a nice tight defense chant. As you can see, my wrists were not broken. The difference here's gonna be a good wrist. You want your big donut holes or your big cinnamon rolls showing, not your little ones. And this is gonna be broken. It's like this, or it's like this. You just want it to be tight. So if somebody came up to you and started smacking your arm, it couldn't like bend. And if they started smacking your wrist, it wouldn't bend. So you want to be really tight. You want to be really sharp. And you just want to like keep your shoulders back. You know, like this looks better than this, obviously. So yeah, for cheers, you just want to be like as tight as possible, be as loud as possible, and also if your jumps aren't great, like my jumps aren't really good at all, like they're just not that great at all, but here's some of the stretches that we do for jumps. Okay, so for jumps, one stretch is definitely butterfly, because it stretches right here. So that's good. And you just want to try and get, you gotta bring your body forward and try and push your knees as close to the ground as possible. So that's one. Another one is, these are my favorites. These are called boy sits. You just sit like this and here. Okay, so for boy sits, okay. So you sit like this, and you take a foot, and you bring it over, and then you try and bring the foot that's on the ground as close to you as possible, and push the foot that's up, push that knee as far away as possible. This is really good to stretch right here, the back of your legs, the inside of your legs, and then you would just switch and do it to the other side. So another really good stretch, this one's kind of awkward, but it really does help for jumps. It's called peeing in the woods. It's really awkward. You just come out about this far apart, and you just squat down as low as you can, and you just rock back and forth. And then also you can go like this to stretch your back. It's kind of awkward, but it really does help right there and right there, and in your back. So those are some stretches that you can do to work on your toe touches. Flexibility is definitely the #1 thing as far as height. So here's another stretch. This one's a bit more fun because you can grab some friends, and I know that y'all can't see my head, but it's not really the point. You can grab some friends and get in a line, or even hold your friend's hands like this, and you just go 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because you don't want to put it up, because when you do your toe touch, you don't want your toes to be in front of your arms, you want them to be behind your arms. So just kick up multiple times, and try not to drop your arms when you do this. And when you do your toe touches, it'll look like this. So from the front, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then like you don't have to pop out, but we pop out for ours. And from the side, You want to keep your back, your chest forward, your shoulders back. You want to pop into a high V, like this. You want to keep your legs together, and keep your feet together. Some people may say that if your feet are like this, you'll get higher. If your feet are together, like one thing, and then you snap out and then come close together, it will help. And also, people may tell you that going like this is attractive.
It's 12 o'clock.
Showing your bare arm like this and in front of your hand is okay, but you can't get any height with that. So you want your big cinnamon twist or your big donut hole showing. And you don't want to double jump before. So this is what a double jump looks like. 5, 6, 7. You bounce and you can't get high at all. So you just want to glue your feet to the ground, and if you have to, rise up. So those are some things that you can do to help improve your jumps. Ew, I look really oily. Okay. To help improve your jumps, help improve your chants and cheers. Just be really loud, be really sharp with your motions. Keep a smile on your face at all times. Even when you dance, like, keep your motions like super sharp, guys. Because if you can't get high jumps and you can't tumble, and those are big things in cheerleading, then you probably won't have as good of a chance as people that can. So I didn't have as good of a chance, and I made it. So, you know, because I can't tumble, my jumps aren't that great, but I've been doing these stretches every single night, and my jumps have gotten so much better. And Child's were only like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I hope that you all enjoyed, and I will definitely be making more cheerleading videos in the future, especially with cheer camp coming up. Ooh, I'm so excited. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye guys.